When do we call it?
This call is now being recorded.
Yes, I've done that on purpose. So you will have 2 recordings today because you realize that under this lesson, you are under lesson 4. You know, we're in lesson 4 now. Under lesson 4, you have 2 activities. I know you don't even go online. So
We
object.
go, Doctor, we go online.
We do.
I've not seen anything from you.
I go through it. In fact, I watched that video of troubled child.
But online through the LMS.
Yes, Doctor, I watched it
Yeah,
today.
man.
Okay. So today you went. I've not checked your class today because I was with another class. So understand a child's conducive environment. So we focused on the conducive environment and a child's psychological security is where we are. So now the other one I will split the videos as per the sections right there. So it will be easy for you to follow through. Or I assume it will be easy for you to follow through when the recordings are also under the right places. So
Thank you, Doctor, for that.
Asante, karibu. We talk of organizing files as you study, so it makes it easier for you to understand things the same way you're supposed to make things easier for the children under you. So psychological security. So this recording is particularly on psychological security. And we've talked about positive emotions like joy, like pleasure, like happiness, like contentment, like love, like affection, desire, and excitement. All these will bring about good mental health. So when is the last time you laughed? If you didn't,
Today.
oh, today. You laugh so many times. So you really have right now. That's good. When is the last time you experienced some pressure? You did something that made you feel, yes, I needed that. It's worth it. It's worth my time. It's worth my energy. It's worth my money. So do things that will give you pleasure, happiness, things that will make you contented, you know? Things that will give you some desire, some excitement, some hope. You see, now they are good for your mental health. That's why unasikianga life begins at 40 or at 50.
At 40.
40.
At 40 because at this time umeachilia breaks zako. You're like, if no one saw me when I was young, I don't need them seeing me now. If they did not think I was beautiful then, even now I'm how they saw me those days. If it's your husband, you're like, kama india mimi kujaribu kufurahisha mtu imefika mwisho, you know. So you start focusing on yourself, and this is good for your mental health. Today I met a friend of mine and we had a chat for like 3 hours, and she was telling me, you know, now we need to go to Mombasa Road one of these fine days. There's a you enjoy from sauna to aerobics to Zumba to, you know, just for 400. And the most funny thing there, oh, women go to sauna naked. You are like our own living room of women naked and having fun. Unaacha mambo ya kulialia na kusema oh, sijui nini kunaenda kulikuwa cry there, you know, with other women, unacheka, and you know women talk. And now after that, unatoka hapa ukijua, oh, kuna shamba inauzwa sijui wapi, you start working on it. And stop depending on men to take care of you. And you know, my friend that was telling me this, the husband went out of the country and has not been back. Anakujanga 1 day, 2 days, anaenda. Okay, life changes, experiences changes people. So do things that give you good mental health. Because now she told me from there, akitoka anakuja akifikiria, I need to buy the next shamba, I need to do this. Stress yote imebaki huko. And I promised to accompany her. Niende hata mimi nikacheke hapo nikiwa uchi, taking videos of people everywhere and posting them here and laughing. And you see, and that is it. That is right. Do things that will help to improve your psychological, mental health. No one will do that for you. You will do it for yourself. Okay? On the other hand, we've talked about the positive things now. On the other hand, negative emotions, such as jealousy, anger, resentment, sadness, fear, hate, guilt, desperation, and unhappiness, among other things, because we can go on and on. These ones impede on growth. They hinder, they hamper, they don't assist. So they impede on growth, they impede on learning, and they impede on mental health. These ones, you must run away from them like fire. I'm sorry, James, I don't know how men take off their stresses, so you've learned how we go to remove our stress. So ukiona mama anaenda Mombasa Road, usifikiria amepata kampango. Maenda kujitoa stress vizuri. Akikuja kwa nyumba, anakanyanga juu, feeling high. Si ati juu ametoka pahali, ametoka kujifurahisha, kujipenda. Because this is the time men, when they go to 40, going to 50, they feel like they need to get another girl somewhere, at anyone. So as they go around messing up, wewe mama kana watoto wako, build yourself, shikilia watoto wako, enda na wamama wengine, have fun, build clocks. Huyo mjamaa atakuja amemumunywa meno, macho, utaona kimtu kinagonga mlango huko. Saizo umesonga. And this is the secret why women are advancing and men are going backward. Because women support each other to make development, while men think by getting an institution where men, I see men of all ages. I have seen a professor of 70 now who has a newborn baby, of 70 something. And that's then how things atakufa wache huyo mama akilea mtoto wako kasichana. So sahi kanacheka, lakini wakati wa kulia iko itafika. Bibi huyo profesa alingo amejipanga, kamaliza kujipanga. But the Kangao thinks she's on top of the world right now. So people need to sit with other people. Okay, now this is beyond the children, but also the same feelings will affect the child. But if you understand your feelings better, you will also understand the feelings of this particular child or whatever they are going through. Availability, who create an environment of love, acceptance, and stability, is therefore critical for the health and development of children. I'm telling you, Parents who are alcoholic, who quarrel in front of children, and who are unfriendly to children can cause serious emotional insecurity in children and hence hinder their healthy development. And this is one thing as a person, I always focus on my children as well. Yes, the dad is here, the dad is there. But I know my children are my responsibility. Men cannot take care of children the way women do. So if a woman does not stick bumper to bumper with her children, that man atawafunza njia zake. So if you want your children to stick and learn your ropes, assert yourself in them, assert yourself in them. Glue yourself on them, you know, and that parents and caregivers need to exercise consistent use of authority. A child should know that they're expected to do this or they're not expected to do the other. Let them know the standards to live by. Let them, you know, children are like adults. They need to be treated with dignity. They need to be treated with respect. How do you feel when your partner treats you badly in the house? You feel like you not even cook supper for somebody, right? You feel like the privileges and the whatever it is they get from you should stop instantly. Even communication dies. Children are feelings, it's the same. So when we express those feelings that are not good to them, they also learn not actually to respect us and the feelings that we take to them. Now, having said that, I want to go back again and share a video to watch. And this video is on a child with mental health issues. And I want you, as you watch, you note the 6 recommendations that are given in that video. So if you allow me, I'll go again and present my screen, start presenting. And I hope I'm still audible. So then again, you watch and learn. Sorry. Did you see that first? Did you see that? If I'm worried about my child's mental health, how can I help? I'm repeating to miss that. If I'm worried about a child's mental health, how can I help? 10% of children and young people between the age of 5 and 16 years mental health problem such as anxiety and depression. And don't think you and your family things are good just because you've not gone for checkup. It says 10% of the children. Have you seen that clearly?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, we can proceed.
Yes, Doctor.
And then you're saying It can be hard to get your child to talk about their feelings without bombarding them with questions. You know what happens when something goes wrong? Imagine your daughter comes home, she's pregnant. Who is the father? I will not take care of your child. Carry your things. Get out of this house. These are the question marks that you're seeing, the many of them. Go to the father. Do this. Do the other. I'm not going to, I want to be sure now, you know. And who do you think you are? Where do you think you're going to get money to take care of this? So it can be feelings without you bringing up. Hiyo nayo ulisikia wapi? And things like that. Talking about what makes them happy, what they are struggling Then are you asking what to do? You need to start with general conversations. A general one. Shule umeshindaje shule? What have you learned today? Oh, that's beautiful. That day ends there. Then be honest. Very honest. Validate the child's feelings. Assure them with love and support. Understand it's not always about providing a solution. Sometimes understanding is what they need. It's not you providing a solution. Maybe there is even no solution to provide, but understand. Talking can help your child to develop emotions, start, grow, and maintain. Instead, start, grow, and maintain personal relationships. Be comfortable with solitude. Be understanding and respond to others' needs. When you're nice to them, they extend the same to you and to those others. And play. Learn to distinguish between right and wrong. Resolve and face problems and bouncing back is very important. Help them. Let them know failing is normal. Being unhappy is okay. Crying is fine. The only problem is when you cry forever, you don't stop. When you fall down, you don't falling down and falling down. When you fail, you cry forever. You know what I know? It can get us. What else can I do as a parent, as a teacher, as a caregiver? Non-judgmentally. Listen and accept what they are saying. Okay? Because it's real for them. Don't be critical. This is to teachers, caregivers, and parents. Don't be critical. And I also say, even overly critical. Don't be. Don't try to solve their problems and try not to get frustrated. You know? Don't try to solve their problems and try not to get frustrated. Encourage healthy supportive relationships with friends and family. Give reassurance and information at an age-appropriate level. Get professional help. Speak to your general practitioner, that is a doctor. As well as a psychiatrist, the one that treats mental issues. Plan some time to do some activities together on a regular basis. So when you plan something to do with your child, you're helping them. That is breathing and relaxation. Establish and maintain good bedtime routine. Encourage healthy eating, and it's possible. Have meals together as a family. Where possible. Get some physical activity. Don't just sit indoors. Avoid stimulants such as caffeine or tea, because tea and coffee contain caffeine and cadendronine, which are chemicals that are also in miraa, and they make you high. So you cannot stop taking your tea. The same way you cannot stop taking your coffee. The same way those that take miraa chew miraa. There is no difference between a tea tola, a coffee tola, and also a miraa eater. Happiness. Have you ever thought of having an happiness hour? A happiness hour. Encourage your child, stroke the young ones in your family, including the adolescents, the young adults, the young people, to think about what they would do with our free hour and talk about it, enjoy it, and make it happen. You know, the so-called me time. Me time. You may get some that your child needs, and that is good. You know, not that it's anything else. Your child needs you, and only you. So now, colleagues, this is where we are. Your colleagues in the world, your parents, we are this, we are the other. So now, having said that, remember, on psychological security, it means the absence of fear or distressing anxiety. The absence of fear and distressing anxiety. It means not being bullied or feeling threatened. And in case a bully comes your way, in case you're threatened, you can boldly say, stop it, don't do this to me. And you can speak out and say, this is what is happening. This has happened. You can report, you can talk. You cannot be cowed and intimidated. And this is what we are looking for in all the children. Remember, psychological security means lack of psychological security. Lack of psychological security, sorry. It means not being bullied and not being threatened. I think this is what I said. It means thinking of you first, thinking of your interest, thinking of your concern, thinking of what you want. Lack of psychological security can be caused by having serious illness. Kila saa unaumwa na kichwa, na wengine wanasoma, wewe bado unaumwa na kichwa, unaumwa na tumbo, mguu imechoka, umetembea sana, mgongo inauma, mkono imekataa kila kitu. Have you seen someone that does not exercise and you exercise once, the next day what happens? Unatembea kama kama dunia inakuuma miguu. These kind of people that they are threatened with life, that life is not, accepting them. Let's be happy. Let's try to be, don't allow stresses to take over you. I'll tell you, last night I was traveling from Nanyuki to Nairobi, and a boda guy, sijui alikuwa na fly kwenda wapi, flew all the way to my car and hit it seriously from behind. And then they fell down, and 2 passengers, and they were hurt. So I was looking, because I was not on high speed, I was going at the speed of 60. I looked through my side mirror, I saw what has happened, and then I stopped my car and I went out. They were there. They are trying to sort themselves up. Is down. My reflectors are off. And, they tried to play it smart. The Bonda guys, many of them came like 50. So they came actually because this person made a mistake, so they could not make noise. But then they came to cover the person so that they can take the motorbike and run away. So now, it was getting dark. So unaangalia vio zako kama zimefungwa, huku watu wanakufuatana na wewe, wanakuongelesha. By the time you come to take the and the images, but there is no piki. Even the injured people are nowhere. And then the people around are like, oh, pole mama. Hi, pole. Pole too. Pick up your bumper. The lights that fell, they have gone with them. I think they thought it belongs to their piki. And you go away, you go along your way. In fact, today, I went on with my business ethics. Now I've even remembered, and I was hit from behind. What am I trying to tell you with this? It can be depressing, yes, because it will cost you money. And now that there was no evidence of what happened, I will not even dare ask my insurance, even though my car is comprehensively covered. I was carrying because I'm in Nairobi, and ask the mechanic, do you have this part? Because the car is a rare model. If you can get, you let me know what parts are needed, then I can import them and bring them. What am I saying? Usikubali maisha ikupate. Usikubali mitaro. So when you get lemons, do your juice lemonade and drink it pole and say, okay, this is it. But don't allow things to happen and give you distress. Because once you allow that to happen to you, even those children under your care in your house, those under your care, the other side of, what do we call it? Which is the other side? The schools where you're working, they will suffer equally. So you need to be balanced, to be good, and to be able to help these others. And I hope this really helps you. What time did we say we will be ending our class? Was it at 8 or at 7? Tuendelee.
I don't remember you saying the time.
Tuendelee.
Tulikuwa tumeongea, wewe umesema you don't remember. Huko mwanzo. Leo watu wako na psyche, tuendelee. Sawa sawa. So then we social emotional needs. Now, I want us to talk. About creating and maintaining health. How do we create and how do we maintain our health? The easiest way, your health is your wealth. That is number one. Your health is your wealth. Not your car is your property, your house. Those will be liabilities. Your health is number one. So your health is your wealth. And now we want to start looking at the children. The children down there. These children under you. What is it that you look at in them and you feel you're satisfied? That they're okay. That you're creating and you're maintaining your wealth. If your health is not good, you cannot create any wealth. You cannot maintain any health, any wealth, even if you accumulated a lot. And I'll tell you one principle. This is beyond this class. It's not part of this class. One of the things that people fail to realize is that living a just life is one ticket to a whole lot of problems of load on your shoulder. We are saying your health is your wealth. That is number one. But number two or number one, whichever. This can be number 0. Living a just life. When you live a just life, even biblically, even in any religion, I'm telling you, you'll offload a lot of problems from your shoulder, just being just. So you can have wealth, but if your wealth was not acquired in a just way, it will vanish in thin air. Within your lifespan, when you need it the most, it will go like pap, and down the drain, regardless of how much you've acquired. So I always say one thing, and I always tell the students, my friend, relax. You want to drive the car I'm driving. I did not drive it yesterday. It's now that I can afford to drive it. So don't wish to start with the car I'm driving. You don't know the price I've paid for it. Start somewhere. Start small. Keep cut the start according to your size. Usikuje kukata marinda kubwa. Chasing someone, your neighbor has put up a palace and you're wondering, ile mshahara mnalipo ukiunganisha, auoni hiyo palace ikiingiana na mko na yeye kwa kazi moja. But she has put a palace or he has put a palace and you cannot even put a bungalow of 2 bedrooms. Ije. But I want to tell you this, my students, to your size. When this person is going that much and you don't know what price they have paid for it, be happy and be content with your little thing that you have, because you might live 100 years in that kashak of yours. Might have this thing and they will not even live 20 years in that house or 15 years. So don't wish to be like somebody that you don't know whatever it is they do. Be satisfied with your little thing. God is always faithful. And this God that we serve, the God of the Bible, is the God of the Quran, is the God of everything. We don't believe in a supreme being, you know. So this supreme being is very just. He's not a human to lie. Apana. So if you can put up a one-bedroom house, oh, be happy in that house of yours. Na usianze kutaka makubwa ya watu. Get comfortable with that one bedroom. My friend, you can God can multiply you in that tiny room because you're comfortable and you've accepted this is my status and you get happy, and God can multiply you in many other ways, including giving you good health. Wealth. Otherwise, what's the use of getting everything and sell everything for your health? You know, ugonjwa ujiletei. Watu wanasema ugonjwa ni punishment ama ugonjwa ni nini? Ugonjwa ujipatii, but somehow people get sick. Who decides who gets sick? It's not you who decides. Yeah? So be comfortable, be content with what you have, as long as ni jasho yako. And then do not let anyone take your jasho away from you. Whether they are smart talkers, smooth operators, let them not take it from you because you are rightfully justified to that sweat of yours. So nasikia watu wanakuja huko Mombasa, wanapata wazungu, wananunuliwa manyumba, maploti, manini. Sijui kama hapa ndio mko. But I'll tell you one thing. Ni sawa tu huko kwa ujui kama they need someone to get the money they are coming to offload here on you. So as they pay for their crime, you pay that crime with them, you know? Sorry. So then we look at creating and maintaining health. Now, there are characteristics that we can look at in a child. Oh yes, these characteristics definitely reflect a healthy child. You know, a child who is healthy physically, socially, and emotionally. I want us to look at child health, socially and mentally. And for me to do this, I'll take you through a PDF so that you see whether the world thinks like Muronge ama Muronge thinks different from the world, you know. It's good when you hear and read things from other sources so you understand better than when you listen to Murungi. I will talk about the moral. The one I've talked about, creating and maintaining wealth, I say that one was beyond the course, but it's good also because when you're mentoring people, you need to mentor them for tomorrow and for their generations. Yeah? Now, there is something known as moral reasoning. That is what I've given you. We are not doing moral reasoning here, but what I've given you is moral reasoning. Moral reasoning is the one that helps you to think critically, to do things the right way, and also to fear what is not seen. To fear the one who lives beyond the skies, you know. Having said that, take you through, but maybe first I can talk what you look at in a child and you can say actually this child is healthy. Yeah? Remember, we said health is what? We said health
Wealth.
is
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
health is wealth, and it refers to wellness in all aspects of a human being. And I want us to look at what you can look at in a child and say, hey, that child is healthy, you know? Characteristics of a physically healthy child. Okay, because you can start seeing, you can look at people in your family and start identifying whether you have wealth or you have. So I'll focus on the children, I'll not focus with adults, because as they say, like, with health challenges, because the body is changing at this time, it's taking a turn now to maturity. And this maturity now is telling you this is how we settle in maturity, you know. So I want to focus more on the child, not the adult. And I want us to think about the characteristics of a physically healthy child. And a physically healthy child has clear skin. That skin does not have tags, does not have wounds, does not have discoloration. It is a clear skin. The child has bright eyes. Yeah, bright eyes. The teeth are well formed. They are even. Si moja ni mrefu, ingine ni fupi. Unaweza angalia za mwenye ako karibu na wewe. Aweke kwa screen tuone. So the teeth are even. They are clean. I'm not saying if you have cavities, you're not healthy. Some people have it as genetics, whereby bones have problems, just like skin can have problems, just like eyes have problems. So, but I'm saying it's not healthy for a child to have this. So you need to work on improving the things you're seeing. They cannot be said to be good for a healthy child. Yeah, the mouth has no offensive breath. The child has firm, well-developed muscles, straight legs, and back. Yeah, straight legs. Si maskwembe, zinaitwa maskwembe ama zinaitwa aje? They are not squares, and the back is an S. You know, the back is supposed to curve an S. So if it's straight, it's not an S, there's a problem. And assumes a straight posture. When you stand, someone can see us, like, you know, traditionally, girls will be told you marry a tall, handsome man. Not a tall and crooked. No, a tall, handsome man, meaning you must be, the height, the posture must be there, like the encouraging guys. He or she, I should get one, I will go and look for a encouraging guy. Tall, dark, and handsome, with wonderful teeth. He or she has a good appetite. Slow, standing growth, increase in height and weight. In addition, and enthusiastic. The child enjoys vigorous, and the child is not easily fatigued and has a few aches and pains. Yes, because unacheza you're normal. After play, the child appears rested and sleeps soundly. That's physically. Socially, what are the characteristics of a socially healthy child? He or she displays characteristics of such as happiness and friendliness. The child is cheerful most of the time. The child easily adapts. The child is confident and enters willingly into a wide range of activities. He or she enjoys both individual and group activities, demonstrates courage in meeting difficulties, and understands experiences and respects other people's property. Now, I forgot to break this recording. I don't know at what point I should break it. Should I break it now? Because it will be a 11111. The meeting is being recorded. Oh, I left the meeting. What time did I leave? Nilikuwa mnanipata?
Yes,
So
daktari.
I want to stop this.
Yes, yes, doctor.
Oh, unaniambia nje kitambo. I want to stop recording this. So I break it for you and I'll